Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is me, Beauty by J'adore. So I decided in wake of what's going on in the world today with the Black Lives Matter movement, I decided to do a makeup look featuring only black owned products. So yeah, so in the wake of everything with George Floyd, I am just hit with all of these different emotions, and I've really been going through a lot. So yeah, so today I decided to get up and do a makeup tutorial and try to uplift my spirits. So guys, without further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. And please do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you on my next tutorial. So first I'm going to start off by putting some lip gloss on my lips. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Glass Slipper. Next, I'm going to go on with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade number 410. And I'm just going to use this to prime my eyelids. I'm just using this Clear Beauty concealer brush to blend out that concealer. So guys, I'm going to let that concealer sit for about 1 minute before I apply my eyeshadows. So the first palette I'll be going in is from Juvia's Place, and it's called the Saharan Palette. And the first shade that I'll be using for my transition will be called SOKOTO. So I'm just continuing adding that shade SOKOTO because I want that shade to be a deeper shade. So I finally got that color to my desired shade. So the next palette I'll be going in is the Juvia's Place, the Nubian 3 Coral palette. The first shade that I'll be going in is shade number 9. And I'm just going to use this shade to blend out those harsh lines. So going back into that Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 410, I'm just going to make a cut crease. So I'm just going to go back into that Juvia's Place, the Saharan Palette, into that shade SOKOTO. I'm just going to blend out that transition from the color to the concealer. So going back into the Nubian 3 Coral Palette, I'm going to go into that shade number 1, and I'm just going to apply this shade to the eyelid. So after a failed attempt with this shade, it just wasn't showing up as I wanted it to. So I'm going to go back into that Juvia's Place, the Nubian 3 Coral Palette. And I'm going to go into the shade number 3. And I'm going to place this shade on top of that first shade. So guys, as you can see, that shade showed up and showed out. I really love this eyeshadow combination. So guys, going back into that Juvia's Place, the Nubian 3 Coral Palette, I'm just going to go into the shade number 6, and I'm just going to place this on the outer corner of my eye. Going in with the Fenty Beauty Flyliner Longwear Liquid Liner in the shade Cause I'm Black, I'm going to create a dramatic wing. I'm sorry you guys, I thought I was recording again and actually my camera died. So I'm back now. So I did go in using the Pat McGrath Lab Sublime Foundation in the color, I'll have it linked below, I can't remember. And I also went in with the Pat McGrath Lab Sublime Concealer in the shade MD22. So let's get back with the tutorial. Going in using my MAC Fix It setting spray, I did spray my face because I wanted to spread that concealer out more easily. So yeah, I let my concealer sit for about 2 minutes before I blended it out using this mini Tati Blendiful sponge. I'm just going back in using my brush that I used to blend out my foundation. I just want everything to blend out perfectly. Time to contour. I'm going to go in using my Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in the shade Chocolate. Just going to chisel out my nose using that same Fenty bronzer in the shade Chocolate. I'm going to go back into that Pat McGrath Sublime Concealer in the shade MD22, and I'm going to just add some of that on the bridge of my nose. I'm going to go in using the Pat McGrath Lab Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Setting Powder in the shade Dark. And I'm going to use this powder just to set my under eye. Going back into that MAC Cosmetics setting spray, I'm just going to spray this all over the face. And I'm going to just go in and wipe this lip gloss off, along with blending out my makeup again using that Tati Blend-A-Faux Mini Sponge. Time for a mascara. I'm going to go in using the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Volume Lift and Curl Mascara in the shade Cause I'm Black. I'm going to go in using the Juvia's Place Bella Blush. It's from the Afrique collection, and it's this beautiful bright coral blush. I'm just going back into that Juvia's Place, the Saharan Palette, and I'm going to go into two shades. The first shade is the WODAABE, and the second shade will be Senegal, and I'm going to use these two shades as a highlighter. So I was sent these beautiful lashes by Listful Lash Bar, and I'm going to add the glue, and then I'll go back once it's tacky and apply them. Going in with the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife Liquid Liner, I'm just going to add this to the inner corner of my eye. For lips, I'm going to go in using the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Chocolate. I'm just going to outline my lips using this bronzer. For the inner portion of my lips, I'm going to go in with two Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. The first one will be Trophy Wife, and the second will be Fenty Glow. And I'm just going to use those two to add a shimmer to the inner portion of my lips. Time to add the eyelashes. They are from Blissful Lash Bar and they're in the style Flip. Guys, when I tell you I am in love with these lashes, I am in love. They were easy to apply. I just love them and I'm going to order more of them. Honey, I was feeling this whole look. This whole look gave me life. It just turned out so beautiful. Going back into that Juvia's Place, the Nubian 3 Coral palette, I'm going back into that shade number 1, and I'm going to also add that to my inner tear duct.